We're gonna do a little story time. This is back when I was worked at my old job, patient transporter. This is before I started social media. Let me tell you how it was. I basically just transported people to different rooms, and I was just pushing beds, bringing people to ERs. It was hard. It was just bad energy. Being around people that were so hurt and you couldn't do nothing about it. Like, it started making me sad. So fucking sad. My problem was is that, bro, it was just I was just getting bad thoughts. And this is when I got closer to God, when I started realizing those weren't my thoughts, but those were just the enemy attacking me while I was at that job and surrounded by I was with prisoners, people that drug addicts, loving people, but a whole bunch of different people, and they were all just in pain and hurt. And it felt like it was just I was just getting attacked. What I did was is I was just going through bad energy, but I used to leave that job and just feel like down, just like damn, another person just passed away, and I'm just like, whoa, life is just too short, and that's why I really went full into this content stuff. It was like, bro, I was getting paid from that job, I was putting money away, I was investing it, I hit on XRP. This is an old play back in the day, if y'all don't know, but listen, there was a man I met and he was a short dude, the brightest blue eyes you've ever seen. He had white hair, a motorcycle shirt. It was a Harley shirt, blue jeans, and his boots on the back of his boots were said "Jesus saves." So because I was always reading my Bible, I was always trying to get closer to God. And when I got that job, that's when I really was trying to get into it. So what happened was, right, he talked to me. He was a driver for a pastor. So that means he was every time he would wake up at 5:30 in the morning, go get the pastor, pick him up, bring him to get coffee, you know, just help the pastor get from church and to church, right? And he talked to me because his wife was not healthy, and he had the straightest face, and he was so excited to tell me, like, this man been through stuff in his life. It was a different energy. Like, this man was so loving and so caring because he knew, like, somehow he knew what I was going through. It was hard. I was telling him, bro, it's hard being there. All this bad energy, all this things going on, fast paced, having to see different people and talk to different people that were in pain, couldn't say nothing. That shit was painful. That shit was painful. So what he said was, is like one day he woke up and nothing was going right. He tried to put on his pants, his belt broke. He tried to button it, the button broke. He tried to put on his shirt, it wasn't buttoning right. Tried to get ready, having a hard time getting ready. So basically, he was getting in the car and the car wouldn't start. He kept trying, the car wouldn't start. He kept trying, the car wouldn't start. So he had to call the passenger and say, "Yeah, I'm gonna be a little late. The car's having a bit of trouble." If it looked like God was stopping you from getting into something, and he said, "Hold on." And then he was like, "Listen," he was like, "When I went to go pick up the pastor, he picked him up. When he went to go get coffee, they always go to get coffee at the same place, but now they're a little late. And the exact place that he would have turned to go into the coffee shop, he would have been in a horrible 3-car accident. If he was there, it was gonna be 4 cars. And this is what he said at the end that blew my mind. He said, "This is where I started really having so much faith." Is when he said, like, now thinking about this story, it's really bringing me back. But listen, God will trip you. Sometimes God will let you stumble, but it's only so that evil can get ahead of you, so you don't have to face it when it goes into destruction. That was a bar. And after that, it's when I really started, like, knowing, like, bro, I can really do something different. I know I'm capable. I know I'm able, and I have the work ethic and the ability to just show up. So basically, all I did, I quit that job. I was working landscaping, retail, wholesaling, till I finally landed doing social media. Then I found trading. So then now that's just been my go-to. Cause bro, it's not easy, but it's finally a way where you can express yourself. The internet is the only place where you can express your true self. And if you're not authentic, then what are you doing? There's no point of being on here if you're not gonna be yourself. Yes, this make it look easy to some people, But it's not easy pouring your heart out and pouring what you live and what you know onto the internet. Especially if I'm doing this just to bring a message, just to help people. I'm not getting compensated for this. I do this because I love it. Trading is where I make my money. Side hustles, other things I do, make my money. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I don't want to make it in this. Like I don't want to just go crazy and do more things and reach more avenues through this. I hope y'all like the story time. If y'all want more story times, let me know. The only thing is I gotta go back in memory. I'm the type of person that if something happens, I move forward. But going back in memory, that takes a different ball game. But if y'all want more, like, comment, subscribe. I hope y'all liked it. My consultations. If you want a one-on-one session, my one-on-one sessions are $500. But that's not what you have to pay. If you email me through the newsletter, then I will give whatever you can give me. I will still give you a consultation. That's just the type of value I create from my consultations. So I hope you have a good day.